Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. As they get a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A gain of 11 on the play.
And first down, they go option to the right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. He's got daylight. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 77 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead.
Dan Bailey lining up for the point after.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
From the gun on third down, Murray sliding out of the pocket. This one caught by Isabella. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. Here we go on fourth down. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down now, it's Cook, and he'll go down at the 28.
On the carry.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And 6.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up fourth down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss. It's always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. That's out to the left and complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
First down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
Complete to DeAndre Hopkins.
DeAndre Hopkins. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And then open down the middle of the field. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. These two teams all tied after one.
7-7.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Escaping the pressure. Looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he is all the way up past the 25.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. We'll see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up
no doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. Smith catches left side. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on third down, Murray flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
The ball carried by number 2.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Murray hooking up with Kirk for an Arizona first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 76 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like 2 boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
At their own 25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A handoff as they run the counter play. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 9, Murray going deep for Hopkins. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. And he'll take this across midfield and interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. And he's taken down inside the 30. They'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
A run there with Cook on first down, but it won't net him much, maybe a yard. Second down coming up.
At the 27-yard line.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
The ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. He can run for it, and he will. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we're seeing with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. They'll buy some time right. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. He's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
They'll run on first down. Cook. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. That's by Antoine Winfield Jr. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
The tackle made.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Pick up on the play. First down, Arizona.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit the tackle to DJ Swearinger.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Murray getting this out wide to Hopkins. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Cardinals 28, Vikings 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
The tackle made at the
good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From the 36, Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
21.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense.
And it's caught inside the 30. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tajay Sharp, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Dan Bailey to kick kickoff for Minnesota.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it? They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth. All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition. Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful. Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead.
Line up for the 2-point conversion.
Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he? Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Boy, a bad break. Just got the lead on the touchdown, and now they're going to have to go on defense at the 40-yard line here as things get good in the fourth quarter. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Christian Kirk.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Back at his own 49.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the shotgun now, here's an inside deal. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. This will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Harrison Smith.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. This a quick pass to Davis. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
3 yards remain for second down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Hill on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. They run it again with Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.